This is the 55th video in a series studying the 101 laws from the Code of the Success Mindset. In this video, we will explore the 55th law, the law of active hope. When we talk about hope, many people picture something passive, like sitting in a chair waiting for life to improve on its own. But active hope is very different. It is not about crossing your fingers or whispering a wish into the wind. It is the ability to move forward even when the destination is still hidden behind uncertainty. Active hope is the fuel that transforms ideas into actions and actions into results. And for individuals in the mature stage of life, this law becomes even more powerful. If you have experienced financial setbacks, business failures, career changes, or moments of discouragement, active hope can become your greatest ally. It says, I believe something better is possible, but it also asks, what am I doing today to build it? Imagine standing in a field filled with seeds in your pocket. Planting them requires faith, yes, but watering them every day requires discipline. Many people give up because they cannot see the sprout under the soil. They think nothing is happening. But growth happens in silence, below the surface, long before the fruits show up. That is how financial transformation works in adulthood. You may not see immediate results when you create new habits, review expenses, learn a new skill, or start a side business. But the seeds are there, and they are alive. The law teaches that the combination of strong belief and consistent action becomes a force capable of changing your financial destiny. Let's look at the story of Olivia, who dreamed of opening her own music school. She didn't have resources, connections, or sponsorship, but she had active hope. She studied marketing, offered small free workshops, built an online portfolio, and talked to potential partners. Every step seemed small, but each step fed her hope instead of draining it. And eventually, her school became a local success. Now consider Paul, who wanted to build a digital platform. He talked about the idea every week, but never took action. He waited for the perfect moment, the perfect partner, the perfect conditions. Nothing ever happened because his hope was passive. The market does not reward passive dreamers. It rewards active builders. If you feel stuck, consider this. The financial world does not punish age. It punishes stagnation. After adulthood, you understand that nothing falls from the sky. Bills don't wait. Responsibilities don't disappear. And time doesn't slow down because you are tired. That is why active hope matters more than ever. It forces you to plant, learn, adapt, and progress. It transforms financial shame into financial strategy. It transforms doubt into discipline. And discipline compounds like interest. To cultivate active hope, you must set clear goals. Goals create direction. Without them, action becomes scattered and ineffective. Then commit to daily actions. Consistency is more valuable than intensity. You do not need to run a marathon every day. You need to walk with purpose every morning. Focus on the journey. The journey shapes your identity, and identity shapes your results. When you connect emotionally with the process, resilience rises naturally. And resilience is your strongest financial muscle. Failure is not a sign to stop. It is a sign to adjust. You must also prepare. Knowledge sharpens the blade of opportunity. When markets shift, when the economy tightens, when inflation rises, the prepared mind sees solutions where the unprepared mind sees only chaos. Learning financial literacy, understanding investments, managing emotional triggers, and mastering new income streams are all ways to keep your hope active. Ask yourself powerful questions. What can I do today to move closer to financial stability? What is one habit I can adopt this week that will reduce expenses or increase income? What skill can I develop that the market rewards? How can I break a large goal into smaller steps? These questions awaken clarity, and clarity awakens action. The truth is, many adults remain financially stuck not because of lack of intelligence, but because of emotional fatigue. They carry invisible weights, shame of past mistakes, guilt for not having done more earlier, fear of starting again. But active hope breaks these chains. It says, only the next step matters. It honors your past, but refuses to let your past control your future. Financial transformation after midlife is not about racing. It is about direction, focus, and consistency. Your maturity gives you something younger people often lack: discernment. You know what matters. You know what doesn't. You understand the cost of procrastination. And because of that, when adults activate hope with action, their results can be extraordinary. But beware. Passive hope kills dreams silently. It convinces you to wait for perfect conditions. It whispers, maybe next year. It hides behind excuses disguised as logic. The market belongs to those who step forward, even trembling. Courage is movement. Fear is paralysis. Active hope gives courage momentum. Let's talk about the psychology behind this law. When you take action toward a meaningful goal, your brain releases dopamine, reinforcing motivation. When you do nothing, anxiety increases. That's why small wins matter. Sending one email, reading 10 pages, learning one financial concept, saving a few dollars, or practicing one new pitch. These actions are seeds. Financial breakthroughs rarely come from one dramatic move. They emerge from hundreds of consistent decisions. Embrace resilience. The journey will be inconvenient. You will face rejection, doubts, and days where nothing seems to work. But these moments are invitations to strengthen your identity. A financially resilient adult is unstoppable because they have already survived more than most people will ever know. They have endured losses, responsibilities, crises, and transitions. And yet, here they are, willing to grow again. That is power. That is maturity. That is active hope. Surround yourself with people who feed your fire, not your fear. Conversations shape direction. If you want to grow, talk to growth-minded people. Build environments that support your progress. Books, groups, mentors, communities, content. You cannot expect financial expansion while living in mental contraction. Measure your progress realistically. Celebrate small milestones. They root hope into your nervous system. When you ignore progress, your brain believes nothing changed and motivation collapses. Track your wins. They are proof of evolution. And finally, remember this: hope without action is fantasy. Hope with action is strategy. When your identity aligns with disciplined behavior, the universe opens doors. Financial prosperity after midlife is not about speed. It is about precision. It is about planting seeds that your future self will harvest. Let your hope be active. Work quietly and move confidently. Dreams grow when you water them daily. Did you enjoy what you heard and want to dive even deeper into the topic? The link in the first comment below will take you straight to the next level. And if this video made a difference for you, give back by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing with the bell on.